And we are live. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my live stream. My name is Tyler Ramsbey. I am your host. And I'm experimenting with something a little bit different. Usually, I don't have any background music in my live streams because YouTube and Twitch and probably LinkedIn get mad and say, hey, you don't own that music, blah, 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 blah. So I found some copyright-free background music with a little more high energy. So we'll see how this goes. I'll maybe have this play in the background a little bit while we hack stuff. Might keep me a little more awake. Might entertain you a little more than just my voice. So let me know in the chat what y'all think about the music. Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? All that good stuff. I'm actually going to adjust it for myself real quick. Hold up. Oh, that's off. There we go. Turn up a little bit for y'all. Yeah, I'll raise the volume a little bit. I don't want it to be too loud because I don't want it super overpower my voice. We'll just see how this works. I want it quite a bit in the background, but we'll see how it goes. Looking over at the chat, I want to make sure I'm not missing anything because you guys are already talking in the chat, which is awesome. And just so y'all know, we are live right now on YouTube, Twitch, and LinkedIn. So you're welcome to watch on whichever platform works best for you, whichever one is more convenient for you. And I'll do my best to keep my eye on the chat in each platform. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Over on LinkedIn, we have a couple of people. We got What Up Tommy, What Up Ryan, at least those in the chat. Over on YouTube, we have quite a few people in the chat already. We have Terraflops and Vivian and Joseph Hayes and Chris. What is up, everyone? Yes, I am live on Twitch. You got it. Joseph said, been following your OSCP content and I couldn't agree more on Pen 200. Taking it now and it's an absolute joke. Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm glad I passed the OSCP. I'm glad I have it because it really it helps a lot with your career. But I'm also really happy I'm done with that course. So good luck. Let me know if I can be of any assistance in any way. But you got this, my friend. What we are going to do today is dive into one of the more recent TryHackMe rooms. I will share my screen, and hey, while we're going through the stream, this is super informal. So if you've never been to one of my live streams before, I just pick a machine on TryHackMe or Hack the Box, and we just dive into it live. I do not go through the machine ahead of time. I do not prep ahead of time. It's just me working through it on the spot, but it's also just a time to chat. So if you have questions for me, questions about pen testing, feel free to sound off in the chat. I'll do my best to keep my eye in the chat, and we'll answer those questions as I go. But let's go ahead and dive into things. We are going to do this new TryHackMe room. It's one of the ones I haven't done. If you want to join me, I don't know if this is free or not. Let's check. Okay, so only subscribers can join. So in order to do this room, you do have to be a TryHackMe subscriber. So if you are a subscriber, you're welcome to join me. I already launched the room because I know it takes a little bit for everything to get going. So the machine is running. We'll close this out, but this is the one that we are going to attempt. I think it's more, network evasion type things. And actually, one second, let me adjust some things with my audio. We're not going to have any background music. I'm sorry, y'all. Mainly because I need to figure out a way to monitor my audio, because when I talk with headphones on, I feel like my ears are plugged, because although I have like the pass-through mode on or whatever on my headphones, I still can't hear my voice very well, and it's very strange talking. So if you liked the background music, too bad. I'm actually not going to play it. I'm already changing my mind in the beginning of the stream. You will just have to listen to my voice. Maybe we can play some Papa Shell in the background. But here we go. We are going to dive into the Dodge room, which says it tests our pivoting and network evasion skills. I have no idea what to expect, but here is the description. Welcome to the Network Evasion Challenge, part of TryHackMe's Red Teaming Path. Start by deploying the machine. Done. We're already there. Please allow the machine 4 to 6 minutes to fully boot. I started it during the 5-minute countdown, so I hope it's had enough time to boot up. But we'll go ahead and get things ready. We can start our notes, which we'll use Cherry Tree again. I don't know if I have that configured on Kali. Oh, I do. Okay, sweet. Let's check out Cherry Tree. Here it is, and let's go ahead and just save as right away. Okay, tree's empty. We'll do single SQLite file. We don't need a password. And we'll go over to TryHackMe. And we'll just save it in the folder. All right, here we go. We have Cherry Tree pulled up. We got Dodge right here. Let's go ahead and grab our IP because I like to include that in Cherry Tree just so we can easily glance at it. We'll right click and do change node properties. Instead of THM, I'm just going to drop the IP in there for now. And we will copy this. Okay, pull up our terminal, sudo nano etc host just so it's easier to resolve so you don't have to remember the IP every time. We'll drop it in here. And it's dodge/thm. Okay, cool. We have it. We have Reckless Gizmo Overgrown Carrot over in Twitch. What is up, y'all? Thanks for being here. Teraflops over on YouTube said, do you have any cool aliases on your machine? I don't, because I'm not lead enough to do that. All right, we have that. And so let's begin with our basic enumeration. The way I like to begin things is I name my tab nmap full, and we'll do a full nmap scan, scanning every port on this machine, but we don't want to do any enumeration because that'll slow it down. First, we just want to see what ports are open, and then we will go ahead and enumerate each port, but let's get that started. I hate this. I hate this from VirtualBox. Can I put this down here? Can I move this? Anyone know, can I move this dumb thing? I don't know how. Help? No. Devices? No. View? No. Okay, maybe I can't move it. I could have swore there was a way. I can't just drag this. Bruh, come on. Okay, guess that's not going to do anything. Whatever, I'll just ignore it. All right, so far we have a couple of ports open, just web servers 8443, and we have SSH on 22. At least that is my guess. We will let this run all the way through because there's always a good chance there's some uncommon ports that we'll miss if we do a typical nmap scan. And we'll go ahead and scan these three ones that we have here. So do nmap/p. We have 22 8443-A for all the enumeration scripts like that. Don't you like tmux? I'm not. So I know everybody else uses tmux, and I know it's awesome, but I like my tabs. Okay, I don't like having like a terminal here, a terminal here, a terminal here, a terminal here. My mind can't handle all that happening at once. So I like to have tabs, and I like to name the tabs and keep it organized. I know I'm strange, but I passed the OSCP doing that and became a pen tester doing that. I'm going to stick to my old ways of just using my old school tabs. People make fun of me for it, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and grab this right here. We'll pull Cherry Tree back up and we'll drop it in here. I'll zoom in for you guys so you can see it a little better. Go like that. Control-Alt-C in Cherry Tree is how you can do code highlighting. So that's what I just did. Control-Alt-C. And we'll do that. And there we go. And then what I like to do is I like to make a new tab for each service that's running. And as we enumerate those services, we will stay in that. Or not tab, it would be node, I think is what it's called here in Cherry Tree. So we'll do like SSH 22. And I'll drop the scan in there for SSH. We'll do 80. Like that. And then we'll do 443. Like that. And do we have anything else coming up? Okay, not yet. So like I said, we'll just allow this to continue to run to see if it discovers anything. For Terminator, it is Control-Shift-E. Yeah, I know Terminator is also another one that I also don't use. I literally just use the default terminal built into Kali because I'm not as elite as the rest of y'all. But we have SSH now. This is probably not going to be the way in. SSH, I mean, you can technically brute force SSH to try to find outdated vulnerabilities, but let's be real, that's probably not going to be the way in on this machine or in the real world. So for now, we'll kind of skip SSH, but we do know that if we find credentials, we always want to try them on SSH, even if it's credentials for something else, because just like the real world, you might discover credential reuse and get access to a user. But we have 2 web servers, and these are going to be what's the most interesting to me. And let's just quickly review these. So we have HTTP. We're running Apache 2.4.41. That is technically an outdated version of Apache, I believe, but there's no major vulnerabilities for that version. I'm going to say 95% certain. We can check though later on. And then same here, we just have HTTPS running, same information. The only other information we have is SSL cert, which is dodge.thm. If we hadn't already added that to Etsy hosts, we could, but we get that information here. I do see this. Okay, so we have a few vhosts. I'm noticing that right here. We have some vhosts or virtual host information already on the DNS. Now, well, we could get that information with something like FFUF and scan for vhosts, but it's nice that it's already giving us the vhost information. So what we're going to do with that is we'll go over to our terminal here, and we're going to add those vhosts to our Etsy host file. So let's, maybe if I could type sudo nano Etsy hosts. There we go. And we'll do that down here at dodge-thm. We'll just add each one of those. So the first one is a blog/dodge.thm. Then we have dev/dodge.thm. We're going to do a lot of web enumeration. Touch me not/dodge.thm. netops/dev/dodge.thm. And ball/dodge.thm. Did I get them all? I think so. So we have to enumerate each one of those. And you know what? Just to keep our notes straight, I'm actually going to create tabs for each one of these. So if we do this, we have dodge/thm, and we'll do blog/dodge-thm. I wasn't expecting this many, but oh no, that's going to drive me crazy. The other ones have a dash. I have to add a dash. And we have touch me. Am I really not supposed to touch that one? netops dev dodge-thm. And finally, ball/dodge-thm. Oh, I forgot my dash again. Come on, Tyler. Freaking, what are you doing with your life, bruh? I don't know, Tyler. Okay. There we go. We got each one of our vhosts. One of those is going to be the way in, and we'll just slowly poke at each one, glance at each one, and see what looks more interesting before we fully start enumerating stuff. Let me look over at chat. Aldo can automate almost everything with Tmux if you want to save a bit more time. I know I probably could. I should probably just switch to it. Lacey over on LinkedIn said, do I stream on Twitch? I do. hacksmarter.live, and you can find me on Twitch. So hacksmarter.live is Twitch, LinkedIn is Tyler Ramsbey, and YouTube is Tyler Ramsbey. So you can find me, watch me, in whatever platform works best for you. Make sure I'm not missing anything else in chat. All right. Well, let's check out each one of these and see if there's anything interesting running. Did we miss any other IMAP ports? Nope. So far, so good. The other thing I want to do is let's get Cato open so it's ready to go. Should not take long, I think. There we go. Oh, I gotta log in. Hold up. I might even have to update. We'll see. Then I'll go back to sharing my screen. Oh, also, I forgot. We need black hoodies on. You can't hack without your black hoodie on. So if you haven't put on your black hoodie, you might as well stop watching and do that first. I'm going to update this real quick. So I have the latest version of Cato because I know they've come out with some cool updates. So let me just update Cato real quick. You guys can watch the excitement. Oh, too many things, yo. This is the old one. I'm going to remove it so I don't get confused. Okay, we don't remove that one. So do tar xf cato. Okay. There we go. Now we have the cato binary. But if we do which cato here, let's do sudo remove user local bin cato. And we'll do that. And then we'll do sudo cp cato to user local bin. And that should be the newest form of cato. Let me just close this out. Relaunch it. Should be the latest updated version of cato, I hope, if I did that right. Hacker said I'm too much of a noob for Black Hoodie, though. Nope, there's no such thing. You're not too much of a noob. You can do it. Upgrading project. All right, word. Sweet, we got that. Terraflop said I have my Black Hoodie on, ate pizza for dinner. You can't get more hacker than that. You got it. Reckless Gizm said, do you think if I wear a hoodie to a pen tester job interview, they'll just give it to me? Yeah, dude, they'll actually just make you director of offensive security at their organization. Pro tip. Okay, and if you wear a Guy Fawkes mask, they won't even know what to do. They'll just start throwing money at you at that point. All right, we got Cato pulled up. Let's get Firefox. Here's Firefox. We got an hour and 40 minutes, so let's do this. Let's just first go to the first one. HTTP dodge/thm. This probably isn't going to be our way in because they have all those vhosts. So I'm guessing like part of the CTF was finding all those different vhosts. So let's check out blog. Okay, interesting. I can't access a blog either. Okay, well, we have a php.info page right here. That's interesting, probably something we want to make note of. So this is say access forbidden. We could still run like GoBuster and stuff on that, but right now I'm just want to get a lay of the land. Like what is going on here? And we'll go ahead and grab a screenshot, which I need to open up that on my host machine. There we go. Let's grab a picture of this. Say, hey, dev. All right, there we go. And we'll look through this real quickly, see if anything stands out to me. I mean, we have system information, so that might be useful later. Okay, we need to zoom out. Actually, I don't want to paste it in a... Can I... There we go. Text only. That's what I was trying to do. So we have some system information. We have all the PHP files. We know we're running Apache 2. We have some web root. We know where the configuration information is. So if we get LFI or anything like that, that will be helpful. What else do we have here? We know things that are enabled or disabled. It's probably not going to be super helpful. We have an email, which also probably isn't going to be helpful. Geez, we know it's running as www data, so we have some information there. Might actually be useful. Let me grab a screenshot of that. We'll just go here. What else do we have? Path information. We have the web root, so that's also might be something that is helpful for us later on. So let's grab a screenshot of that. The document root. CGI, we might like shell shock type stuff, but I don't think this version of Apache would be vulnerable to that. Every once in a while there'll be a password here, but I mean it's not often, but there is a spot for like MySQL password, I think. If my memory serves me correct. I think I've seen that on a CTF before, possibly. I could be wrong, though. Probably not much else here. But, oh, so here's what I was talking about. We have MySQL running. Yeah, so, I mean, very rarely, but technically you might see a password here if someone really configures this terribly for the MySQL instance. I'm guessing nothing else interesting. But once again, don't want to miss it. Nope, okay. So nothing too interesting there, but we have a little bit of information to go off for our initial enumeration. Let's check out what we're not supposed to touch, shall we? Touch me not, dodge STHM. All right. Oh, did I type that wrong in my Etsy host file? Oh no, I just typed it wrong in my notes. Okay. Word. Nope. Don't want to do that. I don't want to see a walkthrough. Not yet anyways. Not till I'm stuck. We're just getting the party started now. Ooh, firewall upload logs. Okay, but how come I can't see it? This is an upload spot. How come I can't see the upload? No, I can't see it here either. Huh, maybe you're not supposed to be able to see it? We can see the code though. So technically we could do a post request. We could do a manual post request. Jeez. A manual post request here. We could also do it like to see what it looks like. We could do v-k and let's make a folder for this room real quick. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, maybe if I learn how to use Kali. Okay, good job, Tyler. Actually, we don't need dash V, K, K to ignore the cert thing, and no, I can't see it that way either. Okay, so there must be, is there something broken in their code? Is it this? Oh yeah, look, we have doc type HTML twice. That's the issue. I could probably just fix that myself. And then we could see the page. But I think even without seeing the page, we could just manually do the post request. All right, their page just sucks. But here's what we know. If we look at this, we are doing a multi-form upload. We're doing a post request on input name file. And so we do have a file upload here, and we have a couple of JavaScripts. Can we, maybe I should go to the actual thing. Okay, come on, Tyler. What the freak you doing, bruh? So this is just jQuery. Nothing interesting going on there. Okay. This looks interesting for sure. So the firewall.js script, making an AJAX request using fetch. And we're fetching this firewall10110.php file. Handle any errors that occurred during the request. And it's just a GET request. Okay, and we have the broken the broken HTML again. But here's a firewall.php request. Oh, look, we have access to the firewall config right here. So we see update firewall rules. Do we have command injection on here then? It's asking us for UFW command and sudo command print. We might be able to escape that and have actual command injection on here, I think. What ports do we have open here? We have port 80, allow in, 443, allow in, 22, allow in. We are denying 21, which is FTP. And then this is just V6. Well, isn't that interesting? Okay, make sure I'm not missing anything in chat. What up, YouTube? Check disabled functions. Okay, I can go back to that. Yo, what's up? What's up, code with me? Hey, man. Hi, Aslam. Look at all the ports. Yeah. Oscriptor said, DevTools remove display none. Oh, will that allow me to see the freaking page? Oh, was there a display none? Oh, I didn't even realize that. Thank you. I didn't even catch that. Freaking genius, dude. You're the lead hacker. Okay, so it wasn't the bad HTML. It was the display none. Good catch. I completely bypassed that we had that. But now if we go here, we have our update. Oh my goodness. We can do the command right there. What? Okay. Is this a rabbit hole? This seems too easy. Sudo command. So is it running as root? So sudo UFW, we could do status. It would be, so sudo UFW status would be a command. Invalid command, is it just status then? That is definitely a UFW command. Sure looks like command injection here. Why doesn't it allow me to do like actual UFW commands? So UFW commands are just like your general firewall commands. We could do sudo UFW status would be one that you can do. Code with me said, only me who experiences bad quality. It's stuck on 144p. Yes, it's only you, my friend. Check YouTube on the bottom right. Make sure your quality isn't set to 144p, but everything else should be in full HD. It's taking longer this time. I'm not sure what time the Hack the Box season machine launches. If you go to app.hackthebox, whatever, you will see it. They have a timeline for when it launches. Okay, so that was strange. It took a lot longer, but it didn't actually get command execution from what I can see. Oh, we need to URL encode that. One thing built into Cato is we can make our own. And so I'm going to make a flow right here to URL encode. If we do encode, we'll do URL encode. We'll just set it right here. It's kind of like a no-code solution to making these workflows, and we just kind of connect them like this, and we'll name it, whoops, URL encode, save workflow. So let's try that. But let's do convert. Oh, it used to do it automatically. I wonder why not. Okay, I'm not getting any hits there. Sure looks like command execution though. Doesn't it? Okay, maybe not command execution, but gosh, it has a command parameter, but I can't even get a regular command to work, so maybe there's something odd about the PHP, possibly? Yeah, good call. Let's try that. Good call. Let's try. Well, ID, none of the commands work, it seems like. Like the PHP script just doesn't work. No matter what you do, you get invalid command. Like if I do a blank command. Oh, we didn't get error there. So like it says UFW command. So one UFW command is status. But we get command. But if it wants sudo, we do sudo UFW status. And we'll just do pluses in between them to make it happy. Nothing. We do sudo UFW allow, is it 80? Well, no, status would work. So let's see what caused it to error out real quick. If I do one character like this, does it error out? Invalid command. This, does it error out? Invalid command. Okay. We'll come back to this. Let's make sure we record this, though, for our notes. And we're on NetOps. Let's look back at this upload logs things. I don't know if that'll work, teraflops, because it doesn't like any of my commands. See, invalid. Anyways, it says upload logs. Wonder what the upload, where these files are stored. Can we execute code? Let's upload limpies just to see what happens. Okay, that didn't do anything. Oh, there it is. It is trying to upload it. It just doesn't show it to me. Error uploading file. Well, I mean, yeah. Makes sense. My goodness. So we have this. Let's just take note of it. Let's not get stuck here too long. So we have command. We can upload files here. You know, teraflops, you're right. Those are valid. Those are valid UFW commands. I use them pretty often actually on our C2 server for work. But there's something about the way this is processing commands that it just doesn't care if they're valid commands. So there's something unique here. It seems like an obvious RCE factor, but I think the creator of the room probably put it there thinking, yeah, they'll think it's obvious, and even as sudo, like, yo, we're gonna run it as root. But it seems that it doesn't. If I do. Yeah, I can't even run proper commands. We got ball. Let's check that out real quick. And that is invalid. So, in light of that information, I feel like this is going to be our way in, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately because I'm not entirely sure how to exploit it. We have a file upload area, but this is a Linux machine. And it wants us to upload logs, which makes me think like log poisoning, but that doesn't quite make sense because log poisoning generally works. To do log poisoning, you need LFI, and usually it's in your HTTP agent header, because then you put like a command in your HTTP agent header, and then with LFI you go to the log area, and then if it's not doesn't process it properly, it will execute the command. So I don't think it would be log poisoning, even though it says to upload logs or whatever. Gosh, it has to be this sudo command parameter. Do we have any more information in the source? No, we just know it's hitting this it's using this PHP. We can't read the PHP because we don't have LFI. Let's check out some of these other ones again. So if we go to blog/thm, anyone else doing this room as I work through it? Even typing sudo breaks it. Like no matter what you type, it breaks. Every command's an invalid command. That's a valid UFW command. It doesn't do anything. Nothing, guys. If sudo doesn't work itself, like if sudo doesn't work, no other commands with it are gonna work. It fails. Like I already tried just status, so you can actually see it right there. I want to know if this is a rabbit hole. So I don't know how it's processing this command. And then we have this weird upload thing. We could try to upload a shell, but like I just don't know where it's going, right? I mean, okay. Let's just YOLO it. Let's put in my IP here. It's probably not gonna work, but let's give it a shot. We know the firewall rule, so we know it will allow 80. TryHackMe. Dodge. The frick is Dodge? No, fix this. We don't want reverse alphabetical order. Who in their freaking right mind does reverse alphabetical order? Error uploading file. Can we upload any file? Is this upload process broken as well? Okay, we can't even upload log files. Okay, AZ Cowboy 1 I think has a good point. He said, my guess is it's parsing the command line before sending it to prevent simple commands being sent. Like it wants only allow or deny, nothing else. Okay, well let's give it a shot because we have nothing to lose. I don't understand the upload thing right there. Oh gosh, you guys are freaking geniuses. So we could do like, now we might be able to get command execution on it. Oh, it doesn't like my 1337 command. All right, well let's try sudo ufw allow 21 again. Can we do that even though we already did it? Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter if I have FTP, unless there's an FTP server running, which, shoot, maybe there is. Shoot, welcome to the Dodge FTP service. So there might be something, there might actually be an FTP server running here. Oh, entering, what's the fix to that again? There's just freaking download them all. There's a fix, entering extended passive mode. What's the freaking command fix that fixes that? Yo, peace out, overgrown carrot. Passive or bin? Okay, yeah, you're right. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Is that really user.txt already? frick? Gosh dang it. The frick, the stupid thing. I already did get. Come on. This is like, I'm sure this room's awesome, but this is like I don't know if beef is the right word because I love TryHackMe, but this is where I think Hack the Box really shines. Like, this seems like a very weird CTF-y thing that you're not going to run into in the real world, where you have a spot where you can execute firewall commands to open up port 21 and then find user.txt, but have to jump through some hoops to download it. Like, cool puzzle, but you're not going to see this right in the real world. Whereas when I do Hack the Box, I feel like every attack vector I come across is very real life like. Okay, so we don't have write permissions to the FTP server. I don't know, guys. I might have to go back to when I do just a random live stream of only doing Hack the Box challenge rooms. So I've had this a few times with TryHackMe challenge rooms, things like this. Which, once again, I'm not saying the room itself is bad. A lot of people do enjoy the CTF puzzle type things. I just really don't enjoy them. Like, what? I'm trying to think of what I can try to fix here. So yeah, it only wants those commands. Oh yeah, nmap. Good call. Good call. I can't say your name, my friend, but thank you. Thank you for that. Let's just do nmap-p21. We also might be able to get like, I thought we might be able to get some version information by banner grabbing. And now we just look at it. Like, I don't know, guys. In all my time of doing pen testing, I've never come across a page that allows me to update firewall rules. Okay. So we know, we don't even know a version for sure. We have 2.08 or later. Oh, here we go. I think that's a pretty updated version of FTP, isn't it? A denial of service. Well, we don't want to do that. Nope. It's just like a simple denial of service. My eye. Yeah, I suppose we could try to find a user. We could spray that beast. I don't know. I'm not really enjoying this machine. Might just look at a walkthrough and be done with it. TBH. Oh man, John Hammond's live at the same time as me. He's taking all my audience. Come on, John. What you doing, bruh? I just noticed it over on LinkedIn. Maybe I should ping John Hammond on Discord and tell him to hop on my stream and show me what I'm doing wrong. Gosh, I don't even freaky what is there to check? All right, whatever. Whoops, open the wrong thing. Let me just glance at a write-up, and if it's stupid, I'm not even gonna do the machine. Try not to look too much, guys, because we don't want a big spoiler. But if I think it's dumb, I'm not doing the machine. He's been live for 32 minutes. That's because he saw that I was live, and then he was like, "Oh, I better go live." All right, we did that. We did that. Yeah, information disclosure. Okay, this is all the things we did. Yeah, that's what we did. Yeah, okay, we did that. Okay. We're in a user's directory. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay. You don't. I'm telling you guys, I'm sure awesome room, but this is why I get fed up with the CTF type stuff. I probably have to turn passive mode off as well. Gosh. But I can't view any files. Oh, I can do that. Of course. Of course I can do that. Oh, he's ending the stream? All right, now my stream's going to get huge. Thank you, John Hammond, for not competing. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do it there. Let's move RSA back to TryHackMe. Right, so we have this key. We could just change. Although, I guess I don't know the name of the user, do I? What? Yeah, if we finish this quickly, I'll check out the newest room from TryHackMe just to see what it's like. Oh, I was thinking for some reason that would have the user's name. What's up, y'all? Whoops, what am I doing? We have some setup type stuff there. Can I leave this directory? No, I can't. Let's check authorized keys. I don't know why I didn't think about that. That'll have the usernames. There we go. Now we should have the usernames. Challenger. That's the name. So now, oh, I already did that. Okay. Challenger at -sthm. Okay, we have access to the machine. Cool. And there's our user flag. At least we got something. After I realized I was in a freaking home folder. All right, let's do some priv-esc now and see what's going on here. So we have these things here. Sudo? Can I sudo? Oh, I guess I don't know my password. But we might be able to find that. Are we in... Okay. Who are we? Challenger or something? Oh, right there. Okay. So, if we look at this, nothing too interesting here. We have quite a few users. Do we have access to any of their stuff? That's the question. No. Seeing if I can write SSH keys, but I'm going to go with probably not. Oh, interesting. We have a SQL command here. Okay, let's switch over to SSH. Anything else here that's interesting? I guess I didn't check bash history on the other ones. We have SSH. Okay, I can't access that. Let me look at the other ones real quick. Was there anything in there that okay, can't read bash history. Okay, nothing there that's interesting. Who was the other person? Cobra or some crap? Oh, we have bash history. Oh, access denied. Okay. You can read them. Read what? Sorry. I don't know when you typed that. So we have our weird notes.txt. We're not in Docker container, are we? Okay. We have our environmental file for MySQL with a root password of tiger, supposedly. Oh, I think John Hammond tried writing you, but it didn't work, I don't think. Oh, man, that sucks. Oh, that's amazing. So I wonder if John heard me just like straight up trash talking him. That's rough. John, if you're here, didn't mean to trash talk you. I pulled up LinkedIn and I'm like, how the frick is John Hammond? Who else streams on a Friday night besides me? And I pull up LinkedIn and John Hammond streaming. I'm like, what? This is the Friday night is the people without a life. I assume John Hammond has a life. That's hilarious. It may have worked. I don't usually have 40 people on Twitch, so I know he multi-stream, so it could be possible whoever was watching on his Twitch channel showed up here. So that is actually hilarious. I want to see what ports we have running. Like, is MySQL actually running? What's going on here? Okay, so we do have Docker containers running. Okay. John didn't know who to rate. I was recommended. Oh, that's awesome. So he didn't hear me trash talking him at least. That works. I just happened to look over at LinkedIn because I'm live streaming on LinkedIn and saw that he was streaming, and then I started trash talking him. That's funny. Well, I appreciate the effort. Let's continue back into this. Let's see if I can figure out exactly what is going on. Yeah, I don't think that's actually running. So here's some interesting stuff here. Oh, freak. Guys, what's the different people who know Git better than me? Tell me what y'all got. To check the Git stuff. What am I thinking of? Show please PS. Okay, I'll do that in a second. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with this right here. I don't think it's Git status. Detected dubious ownership. You shut your mouth. It's not dubious ownership. So I want to do. Maybe I don't. Okay, let's look at a few other things. What's this? All right. Oh, it's an empty file. Okay, what do we have here? We have PHP check, seeing if we can connect. Well, the root password thing was Tiger, right? AZ Cowboy said, my personal path would be look at history and run a find command to locate the files that look interesting. Oh, you mean the history of my user, like the index.php type things. I remember seeing that in there. We'll come back to that. That's a good idea. Watch this, guys. You watching? Okay, that didn't work. I saw that Tiger password. You guys think like Any of these users have the password Tiger? No, I haven't even done that. I'm just manually enumerating stuff right now. Let's see if we have anything interesting here. Would you mind getting us up to speed of what you're currently working on? Sure, I'll do it real quick. So I am doing one of the new rooms on TryHackMe called Dodge. And there's only a few ports open on it. Our initial entryway, we had a bunch of vhosts that we were looking at. One of the vhosts allowed you to update firewall rules, and we just turned on port 21 for FTP. When we got to FTP, we realized the FTP server was actually in the user's home directory, and we were able to go into the user's SSH file, or .ssh, and then download their backup ID RSA key. We also downloaded authorized keys so we knew who the user was. Since we had their ID RSA key and we knew their username, we just used their key to SSH into the server as them, which is the user challenger. And we just did that not too long ago, and now we're working on privilege escalation to see if we can figure things out. And yeah, I'll run limpies and all that. I always like to just poke around and stuff, right? Before I even start doing automated scripts, I just like to see, hey, what is all in here that we might have access to? Oh, I meant cat. My bad. What if I freaking... Can I actually run Docker? Okay, no, I don't have permission to run Docker. I'm not in the Docker group. That's kind of what I figured. Okay, well this looks interesting. I think this might come back up in our privilege escalation, possibly. Here's our vhost. Can I write to this stuff? Like, we have our vhost information here. What else is here? Okay, I'll run linp shortly. I'm almost there, y'all. My guess, once I figured out it's going to be something with this Docker compose file. I try to use Tiger there. I mean, MySQL's not even running. Oh, we have a to-do. Hold up. I didn't read that. Redesign readme.md for better readability. Update issue templates. And I can't just launch it. How about if we go cd var? Here's our files there from before. Let's check this stuff out real quick too. We have our firewall. I'm actually curious what that PHP code looks like. So it is validating the command here to prevent malicious input. So here's, when we were trying to figure out what commands are allowed, here we go. We have UFW disable, UFW allow FTP and UFW allow 21. Those are the allowed commands. If the command is in the allowed commands, otherwise it's invalid command, otherwise it will execute the command. And this script, has to be running as root. You need root privileges to do this, right? To mess with the firewall. Is there any way we can mess with how this script is working? We don't have write permissions, do we? No, we have. Oh, we have write. Whoa, we have. Oh, no, we don't. No, we don't. It would be the owner and the group. We don't. We just have read permissions. Freaked myself out for a second there. And we have this upload. I like the upload file. Oh, I already looked at that. There was also okay, that's not going to be too interesting, I don't think. There's a lot of stuff on this machine to look at. We have our API stuff. We have a config. That's always something that might be interesting. Oh. How the frick do I connect to these? Connect to these. Is this like the blog? What? Oh, I can't read that. Okay. Word. It's all commented out though. I know, dude. I tried connecting with Tiger. MySQL's not even running though. Like, look. And then I do Tiger, but it can't even connect to it. Which box is this? What up, General? This is the Dodge machine on TryHackMe, one of the newest red team machines. Everyone wants me to run limpies. I'll eventually run limpies, y'all. Y'all just chill. Limpies probably isn't going to help us. For real. What is this craziness? I couldn't even access this stuff. Manage notes. If session role is not equal admin. Forbidden. So that's just why we were getting forbidden. So there's an API running, but interesting. So it must be like a notes app or something on here. Is there anything else I should look at? Did I look at... Why do we have a www in a... What is this freaking Inception craziness? All right. You guys want it? You guys want limpies? I'll freaking run limpies. I'll do it just for you guys. There you guys go. See what happens. Water break. Make sure I'm not missing anything in chat or LinkedIn. You paused Dark Knight Diaries for this, James? Oh, man. People out of life, that's me. Yeah, so for those of you on LinkedIn, I apologize if I don't see your chat right away. LinkedIn's a little bit silly, and it makes me refresh the page every time I want to see the chat. Was that my issue, Izzy Cowboy one? Because I wasn't specifying the host as local host? Whoops. Shoot, I just freaking did the wrong thing. I was on my other screen. Let me, okay. What do we have going on here? Let's scroll to the top of our linp's output, and then we will we'll check it out, shall we? Should be clear for those of you who might be new to this. What linps is it kind of scans the Linux machine to see if there's any possible privilege escalation factors, check some common things. If you see this, and you know, hey, something to really look into. And there's an alternative for Windows called WinPs. So you have linps and you have WinPs that does some automated scanning of things. So we'll see if it tells us anything helpful here. We have, of course, our user. We have our host name. Sudo version, that's probably not going to be the way in. Yeah, dude, I bet the database is on another Docker. We'll have to check that out a little bit closer. Oh, trust me, it's not going to be 20 minutes later. I'm just going to scroll through this real quick. We're not going to look at each thing. A few people have reported this. So someone actually reported this on a machine I made. When you see the EC2 information, that's actually a TryHackMe configuration, not a vulnerability in the machine. And trust me, I reported to TryHackMe thinking it was a vuln. Before linps did this, I did a curl request to the AWS SSRF endpoint and got credentials. And I reported to TryHackMe, and they're like, yeah, but there's no roles attached to the credentials. You can't do anything. So I tried to hack their AWS account to prove to them I could, and I couldn't. So not a real vuln. You can ignore the AWS information that you see. Like this right here. I loaded this into my AWS config, and I was trying to like hack TryHackMe. It didn't work. So you're welcome to try it, but it's not going to work either. We have Apache running. Of course. We're going to grab this and scroll a little bit faster through here. So this is interesting, isn't it? What's running on these? I just want to grab this information right here. We can also run pspy to see if there's any like scripts running in the background. Oh, here's my. So is MySQL running? Is it just running on those other ports? Is that my issue? One of those other ports? Or Docker? I think it might be on one of those ports. Well, we're going to check that right away as soon as I'm done looking through here. Here's all. Did I miss any configuration files here that might have credentials? I don't think so. We have an access log. That might be interesting. Maybe. Well, I'm going to ignore it for now. I don't think it's going to be the way in. And here's our challenger. We already have our ID RSA, so that doesn't matter. And our backup, authorized keys. Yep, we already have that information, so that's not going to be helpful to us. Hope you guys can read fast. All right. Oh, good idea. I can look at the MySQL config. Word, dude. If I remember where it's at. So it'll be one of these. Let's just copy this. just comment it out. It's not going to be SUID files. LinPeas checked SUID files for us and it didn't find any. I'm just going to try to hit those other ports that are open. Freak is that? What? Oh, that's the actual IP. That's a web server? That's a web server on port 10,000. What the frick? Well, neither of them are MySQL. But there's... Maybe sudo is the way, or that strange port. Yeah, so if we set up port forwarding... actually, I can show you guys my new tool. Actually, it's not my new tool. You guys ever use... is it the API hosting? There's the API files. Maybe. You guys ever use Legolo? I think that's what it's called. I just used it for the first time on a TryHackMe Pro Lab. Yeah, Legolo NG. I just used it for the first time on a TryHackMe Pro Lab. We'd be able to access that there, but even then, gosh, I'm coughing. We have access to everything on the machine, so let's just... So it is the API, because it's bringing us a public/HTML. So that is the API running there. And we can probably access it because we're accessing it trusted. Welcome to my notes. This site is under development. Yeah, I can't allow 3306. It does only work for those other ports. It is hard coded in there, I believe, right? I'll do it though. Yeah. We could make requests to the API. Okay, hold up. Here's my thought, y'all. If we can make requests to the API and we find code execution in the API, what is it running as? It's not running as root, is it? Well, that's not going to do it for me. What is it? What's the freaking command? Oh well, let me just check out this API. So we know on port 10,000, this is the API. What is on the other port, I guess? Nothing. Let's try to use... Yeah, I can check the notes API. Let's go check that out. So if we go to CD, I think it was var www. Let's just go there. I think it was notes. So it's trying to redirect us to public, but I don't think there's anything interesting in public for us. We could just test it though. Like, we have these things here. So we could hit those, but let's check out the API. That's where I think something might be interesting for us. So we have these. These are what seem like if one of these we're doing it in a MySQL query. Oh, I need to include the API though. So it'd be /API add post. So if we do something like okay, let's try port forwarding. What's the syntax? Just do port forward, or we could use Legolo or Legolo or the frick it's called. Let's do that because I think it's a cool tool, and I hadn't used it for quite a while until I used it on Hack the Box Pro Lab, and I thought it was really cool. Let me show it to you guys. Yeah, you might be right. LFI might work. So I don't have it set up on this machine, but it should be pretty easy for us to set up. Go here. Wait, is this the right one? I don't think that's the right Legolo. Here we go. And then I think, oh, we could go build, I guess. But there's pre-compiled binaries. Let's just do that because YOLO. So we want AMD, and we need the agent, and we need the proxy. Oh. Fine, I'll freaking do it this way. There we go. Now we have our agent and our proxy. And there's a few things that we have to do. So we'll do sudo IP timeout. Oh, I'm already hosting a web server. All right, I think this will work. If not, we'll just do your standard port forwarding, but this works in my head. Because you don't need root options either. I want to do specific port though. Okay, so if we do this, so I know 80 will work. Oh shoot, was that done? Okay, it was, yeah. Okay, word. And then we want to auto cert. No, self cert. We'll just self cert. Okay. And then if we go over to here, we'll change it over to agent, and then we'll do. Oh, my freaking, what just happened? Don't do that. Stupid computer. Agent connect 10.13.4234 80. Yep, I know. I just didn't remember the syntax. What is it? Self cert? Ignore cert. Okay. Now we are connected. Yeah, I got user.text. So to access that IP though, I don't think this would work. Yeah, okay. Because that's just localhost. Access it on that. I don't know if that would work either. Okay, maybe I just need to port forward because I'm trying to access what's running on just localhost, right? Or am I just overthinking this? Anyone know? I think I'm just going to port forward. I think I'm overcomplicating this. Maybe Lagolo isn't the best use case. I will say though, on like multiple networks, you can like double pivot with Lagolo super easily, and then you don't have to append everything with proxy chains. You can just go directly to the internal IP. But that doesn't make sense here because the internal IP is a local host IP. So I think we just need to do port forwarding, I think. Let's just try that. Oh, shoot. Good call. The timer might run out. Thank you, dude. I always forget to check that. There. I upped it. We're good. Okay, so I wonder if we do need to do port forwarding. Let's give it a shot. All right, we'll do SSH dash, dash N dash L port 10. Freak is the syntax. address and 10,000. What? All right, whatever. Let's try it. Am I not understanding this properly? Maybe a simple question was Kato. Yeah, Kato is just like burp. The only reason I use Kato when I'm streaming is because it doesn't rate limit you on a bunch of the features that Burp Community Edition does, like Intruder and stuff. You can do all that in Kato without paying a bunch of money. I don't think I'm understanding this properly. I might have to look at the walkthrough. Because I don't freaking obviously noob at port forwarding. Basically, if Legolo doesn't work and Chisel isn't useful, then I'm out of luck. that's the way I always pivot through things. This, like, the whole local host here, but not available through the firewall, is what's throwing me off. I can't just run UFW. No, you need to be root. So that one script is running as root, which is strange. If we could abuse that, I think it has to be something with this API. I just don't understand how to actually abuse it. Chisel would work, but I think you might want to take a peek at the walkthrough. All right, deal. I'm going to take your hint. I'm probably in a freaking rabbit hole on this dang machine. Shout out to Joseph Allen. You're the real MVP. Let's see where I'm stuck at. Okay, we looked at that. We did all this. We did all this. We did all this. We have to pivot to Cobra. There's session details. Oh my goodness, I never would have freaking found that. That was AZ Cowboy said to go back to the history file and check that out. Although I don't think I would have noticed that. Maybe I would have. All right. Wait, where was that? Yeah, I know I was in that file. The frick? Yeah, did I literally just not check it? You're right. I was looking at... Ow. I was looking at that file. What are you guys talking about? I looked at every file except the one without creds. Oh my goodness. Of course I did. Whoops. I literally did, didn't I, guys? Yeah, look. Look at that. I would have noticed that too. Oh my gosh. Here's the thing, guys, though. Hopefully you realize this. All the big streamers, except for maybe John Hammond, because he's like smart as all of us combined. But yo, it is very CTF-y. But look, all the streamers, they'll come out with like a video, right? Like a freaking 20-minute video. Here's how you can solve the dodge machine on TryHackMe. And then you watch it and you're like, but how did you connect the dots? How did you know to go to that? How did you know to go to that? And they do not record themselves making these kinds of mistakes. So hopefully you guys learn from me. At the end of the day, we all have imposter syndrome. We all are noobs. Just few of us are willing to live stream to the entire world all of our silly mistakes as we hunt things down. So, all right, I'm going to give myself the credit that I at least have the courage to do this. That's how I make myself feel better. Are you serious? My SSH login? Really? My SSH login. Whatever. YOLO. Oh, stop. I just want to copy this to my notes. Oh, it wouldn't even paste after that. Oh, nope, it just pasted twice now. Nope. There you go. So is this their password? This right here? I'm glad. Who was in chat said you might want to look at the walkthrough? I need a shout out to you. Where are you at? Raid 32, you're my hero. Thank you for stopping me wasting my time on trying to do crazy port forwarding. Even then, I would have got it all set up and I still couldn't do it because it's just stored in the post.php file, which is server side. So even if I got port forwarding set up, I still couldn't see it because I'd only be looking at the freaking client side. Oh my goodness. All right. All right. So first I need to log in as the other guy and just switch my user. Why would he? Okay, so once again, why is he saving his SSH login with username and password when the server doesn't even allow password authentication as SSH, right? Like, I get it. If you're already SSH in, you can switch to the user, but it's not technically his SSH login because he can't actually SSH in with those credentials without already being on the server because password authentication is turned off. Call me crazy, but y'all know what I'm saying? Like, am I missing something there? That's not technically his SSH password. He should have his key there because it would maybe my login, that would be appropriate, but it's not his SSH login because he or she cannot SSH with that login. I digress. I will just say, guys, I have 3 machines coming out on TryHackMe that I think you'll enjoy. They're not like CTFE. I have and I think they told me February or March. I have Hack Smarter and CyberLens coming out. Those are both Windows machines. One of them requires AV evasion, and I just completed another machine based on CVEs I personally found called Silver Platter, which is in the QA process. So I think y'all will like those when they come out. Okay, so do sudo. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy the machines. When they come out, give them a shot. Actually, you can access them now if you go through my Discord because I posted like demos for people to check out. But okay, this invokes the default pager, which is likely to be less. Other functions may apply. Okay, so this is what we need to do. So do the full path. Okay, that's not going to work. There we go. Now I'm root. What? There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Took me a minute. We went down some rabbit holes, but we did eventually conquer the machine. There we go. What time is it? About 10 o'clock at night. I would consider doing the next one, Why Hack Me, but it is pretty late. I don't think I'm going to stay on and keep hacking stuff. But hey, hope you guys enjoyed the adventure with me. I want to say a thank you to John Hammond for realizing he shouldn't compete with me and instead just sending his viewers to watch my stream. I do appreciate that, even if I was trash talking him when I saw he was streaming. It's all good. But hey, once again, thank you all for hanging out. A few things before I sign off with you. If you're wondering when I usually stream, my set schedule is Wednesday nights around 7:30 or 8 p.m. Central Standard Time whenever I get my kids in bed. So that's usually when I'm live on stream. Second, all my live streams get posted to my YouTube page afterwards. They're not on Twitch afterwards, only my YouTube page. So if you have not subscribed to me on YouTube, you should. I'm going to drop the YouTube link at least over in Twitch. So there's YouTube over there. If you're on LinkedIn, you should be able to find it. If you're on YouTube, you're literally on my YouTube page. So that's my main platform. I come out with not only live streams, but shorter videos. So for example, I came out the video today on a .exe binary I created that fully bypasses Windows Defender as of January 5th, which is today, and gives you a reverse shell on your attacker machine. So I come out with cool videos like that. So you can find all of those on my YouTube. So Wednesday nights, but then like random nights, because I literally don't have a life. I hang out with my wife and kids, and that's it. So when they're in bed, I'm back on my computer. So honestly, a lot of nights I'm back on my computer, either on Discord in a voice channel hacking stuff, or on Twitch hacking stuff / LinkedIn / YouTube. So yo, just stay tuned. I'm on stream all the time, and we will randomly dive into machines. Next time I'm on stream, I don't know what I'll do. Maybe we'll do the brand new TryHackMe machine. Maybe we'll dive into Hack the Box. I'm not sure. But I also have a Hack the Box Seasons team that I started. I'll be in Discord tomorrow night, the Work Smarter Discord in the Hacking Voice channel, and I'm going to dive into the first Seasons machine, and we have a whole team around it. So if you want to be part of our team, join us on Discord, and we'll do that together. Unfortunately, by Hack the Box's policies, I cannot live stream their active machines, so I can only do those in Discord. So I won't be on Twitch and everything, but you'll be able to join me on Discord. So once again, I hope you guys learned something through my stumbling, through my mistakes, through my frustrations, through my errors. But hey, I had a lot of fun to learn some stuff in the process. So thank you for being here. Y'all have an incredible evening. Now, I see everybody asking for the Discord. Hold up. I don't think that Discord link works. Let me send you invite link. I think that invite link needs to be updated. Let me grab it real quick for y'all. Oh, the one in the description works? All right, here's another invite link in case y'all don't have it. Yeah, the night one bot doesn't. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. Someone else set that up. I don't know how to do that. I'll have to figure it out. But okay. Thank you again, y'all, for hanging out here. This video will be on YouTube shortly. If you missed part of it, you can watch the full thing on YouTube. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.